pillows already make him live on a stretcher with the gas balloon on him. So imagine what is going to happen on the 4 ounces.
Job. I f***ed this guy up in the first fight. Not crazy, but the judges gave it to him. Second fight, I had him on skates, and I made a judgment call, an error in my part. And it was a beautiful story for him because in his backyard, down 2 rounds, on the 3rd round, he comes and knocks me out. That's a beautiful story for him. Go back to UFC 92, Vanderlei Silva versus Rampage Jackson. That's a clear example of how I see this going the 3rd time. He who laughs last, laughs best. And I'm going to have the last laugh.
What do you say to people that believe that you are perhaps in the position you are in because of Izzy's success?
Well, it don't mean nothing to me when people say that because honestly, I have way bigger achievements than defeating him. In kickboxing, I became the Glory Double champion. So I had so many wins and more, achievements on title after that. Obviously, those wins count as a whole to the whole scene that we're having right now, but I believe that I have further more achievements than that.
And of course, given your history both in kickboxing, the 2 previous fights with Israel Adesanya, obviously if you are successful on Saturday, how do you think a fight goes down with Israel this time in MMA?
Well, I see the fight honestly going we talk about MMA, but I believe this fight will be going to be mostly on stand-up on the feet. Style makes fights, and I think due to fight this style from both, it's going to be more of a stand-up fight.
Do you believe he deserves to be in the position that he is now? Do you
Deserving is subjective. Deserve. Everyone deserves this. Earned. Did you earn the position? That's what everyone says. Deserve. Did you earn it? People say I don't deserve this shit. They say, oh, he doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve to have all this money, all this accolades and whatnot. I'm like, fuck you. I earned this shit. I don't think he's earned it, to be honest. I like it though. I like the tailor-made matchups because it makes a bigger story. And guess what? A bigger paycheck for myself when we fight. So yeah, deserve? Nah, I don't know. Earned? Definitely not. But he's here, and I like it, and I want it.
And guess what? Like I said, focus on this guy. He's a tough opponent, and you focus on him as well. They've been asked more about me this whole fight camp than each other. So you need to focus on the work you're doing, because trust me, he will sleep you if not.
Hey, Izzy, why don't you tell me what not to do? Tell me what not to do, Izzy. What should I do? Take a nap?
Who wins between Strickland and Pereira?
No, they're both big money fights. This guy talks a lot, and this guy's already beaten me twice in kickboxing. And funny thing is, I asked you guys, the press, at the press conference, who's actually watched the fight? 5 people in a room full of 25 put their hands up, and 2 were my managers. So only 3 reporters have watched the fight. Trust me, he knows I put him on skates last time. And this time, when I put you on skates, I'm gonna leave you frozen like Elsa.
Glover said in Singapore, he spoke about you, said that you would be a future champion in this division.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it like Adesanya fought him with the kickboxing gloves, and he know how hard he hit. Yeah. And with MMA gloves, it's like, who knows, I don't know if he's going to take that fight that easy, I think he's going to have a conversation with Dana White trying to get away from that fight, because when you lose to a guy 2 times and you know how dangerous he is, how hard he hit, and Adesanya best, looking at Adesanya against Blachowicz, his best chance to beat Alex is stand up, and he already lost 2 times, so it's going to be tough for him to fight Alex.
But said that Israel would probably avoid a fight with you. What are your thoughts on that comment?
Well, I'm with Glover. I don't think he wants that fight because, due to the history that we have, he's not a kind of guy that, if he really want the fight, when I first signed with the UFC, he would not let me do 3 fights like I'm doing now. He would just go into the organization and say, look, if he agrees, I want to do the rubber match right now and I want to, get back those losses. But after my win in the Garden, he said that he still had 4 more wins before I reached to him. So this is the 3rd. But now he goes and say that he want to fight me next, and everything that he's saying because he see that he's on the contract, so he have nowhere else to run.
Thanks, Dad. Let me see. Gives me confidence. Going forward, yeah, I like the story. Like I've said, this is my life is a movie. My life is an anime. Whatever. Like I'm facing a guy who's beat me in kickboxing, and now he's still chasing me because he knows I'm the king, and he wants to try and get that away from me. You guys see what happens when my back's against the wall, when I really have that pressure. I put pressure on myself, but when I have pressure put on me as well. So, yeah, I look forward to fighting him in that next fight. How soon, we'll find out. I need a bourbon and maybe a couple of shots, and I'll see how I'm feeling first.
Israel,
in the front
just
right
going off of
Sorry. Yeah, you go.
Sorry,
You go. Leah.
just going off of that, you said, that gives you pressure knowing that you're going to be going up against Alex next and given your history. But does that give you that kind of fire? Being a champion, defending your belt for so many times, do you need that kind of extra fire to kind of keep you hungry as a champion?
No, really. I was very hungry for this fight. I felt like this camp, you can ask Eugene, this camp was great. Even better than the last camp, because he asked me at the beginning of this camp, how are you going to make it better than the last one? But I don't feel like I need it. I'm just taking, tick, 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 6 title defenses, and still on my worst night. So the next one, it's something interesting for me. Someone I fought before in a different code, and I get to show him what MMA is about, what mixed martial arts is about.
Part done. Israel Adesanya got his part done tonight. Did you get a chance to watch the fight as it unfolded, and what did you think of his performance?
Bom, sim, fiquei muito feliz, né, com a minha vitória. Fiquei feliz com a vitória do Adesanya também. Mas ele vai ter que vir melhor do que ele fez hoje, porque é uma luta que não me empolgou e também não empolgou muitas pessoas, que no quarto round ali eu vi a galera indo embora. Mas da próxima vez eu vou fazer ele lutar e empolgar essas pessoas.
Well, he did his part, did my part, but it was not a fight that not only did not excite me, but also did not excite the crowd. I was very sad to see that. So I hope when we fight, he do a better fight than that. But for sure, I'm gonna make him fight to do to give it a better show to the crowd.
When Alex was in here earlier, he said, when you guys fight, I'm going to make him fight. The fact that he's already, thinking that he wants to, make it exciting or whatever his mindset is there, is that already kind of a win for you in a way that maybe he might try to fight outside of himself a bit?
Like I said, at the top, it's nice at the top. It's nice at the top. So whatever he feels he needs to do to make me fight, I fought tonight. I fought my ass off tonight. I didn't feel like I was chilling or I was waiting. I was pressing the action. I was going for it. I was touching him up. But like I said, I was just critical because I couldn't get my power stuff going. I couldn't get the change-ups going. But he's a formidable opponent. You can't sleep on this guy because he'll sleep you. And I'm not here to, risk my health, risk my brain. And I do that. But I'm not going to do it stupidly just for the entertainment of some grongos, some drunk folks.
It does seem like that's going to be the next fight. So I guess, ideally for you, when would it happen? Where would it take place?
Bom, quando ele estivesse pronto, eu saí dessa luta, né, passei pelo atendimento médico, não tive nenhuma lesão, então vou estar pronto para voltar aos treinos. Eu poderia voltar amanhã, mas eu vou voltar daqui 2 semanas, né? Vou curtir meu momento, mas eu vou voltar mais focado ainda.
Well, whenever he's ready, I just finished my fight. I'm fine. So, can start training tomorrow. I'm gonna take 2 weeks to enjoy my life a little bit. But whenever he thinks he's ready to go, I'm good.